Welcome back, everybody. My name is Silent Knight. It is time for more Philadelphia Eagle franchise. Currently, we're sitting at 7-4, but in the second wildcard spot. The Seahawks are also 7-4, but they are leading the division. There is massive playoff implications at stake here in Seattle, in prime time. After the win last week against the Chicago Bears, these Eagles look to continue on their winning ways. Both these teams look to get hot right at the right time here, heading towards the playoffs. Late in the season, though, both teams are slightly banged up. Patrick Robinson, Jordan Hicks, Naren Ball, and Brandon Brooks are all out for Philly. Whereas for the Seahawks, they're without Russell Wilson and Luke Joeckel. Backup quarterback Austin Davis will be under center for the Seahawks. Take a look at his stats here. This is potentially someone this Eagles defense could tee off on. Coming into this week, Austin Davis has a respectable 51.8% completion percentage, 934 yards, 10 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. The Seahawks start with the ball at the 23-yard line. Austin Davis has some time. He finds his receiver, Paul Richardson, outside. He gains about 15 on the play. Call it 17. First and 10 from the 40. Handoff goes to Thomas Rawls. He jukes out a defender. Fletcher Cox falls in his face. Rawls makes one-man miss, and he is brought down by starting middle linebacker for this Eagles defense, Joe Walker, at the 41-yard line. Davis drops back. He finds his tight end, Jimmy Graham, for a first down up to the 27-yard line. Davis drops back, and he finds his running back, Thomas Rawls, in the flat. Gain of about 7 up to the 20-yard line. It is 2nd and 2, Seattle. Davis drops back from under center. Got a little bit of time. He looks for his running back again. Thomas Rawls with another catch up to the 14-yard line. Eddie Lacy the back now in 1st and 10. Davis drops back, has a little bit of time. Graham breaks through. He finds Eddie Lacy for a loss of 1. I'll look at the Eagles that are missing this week and for how long. Jordan Hicks is out for an extended period of time. It looks like Nigel Bradham will be starting at middle linebacker most of the time. Joe Walker will be in the 3 linebacker sets, but in the 2 linebacker sets, and oftentimes even in the 3, Nigel Bradham will be middle linebacker. Eagles get a nice stuff there on 3rd down. Seahawks kick a field goal, 3-0 Seattle. Carson Wentz coming on the field, sporting a 55.6% completion percentage, 2,165 yards, 14 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Not ideal, but improving. Blunt gets the carry on 1st down, gets about 4 on the play. Stefan Wisniewski continues to fill in at right guard for the injured Brandon Brooks. He's done a very solid job, but that is the only change on the offense. Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz have really been picking it on here lately. Let's see if they can continue against an elite Seahawks defense. Wendell Small with a carry on 2nd and 6 gets it right up near the 1st down marker. Call it 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wentz drops back. Jeffrey going across to the right. Makes 1-man miss, 2-man miss, and gets brought down across the yard marker. 1st down from the 48-yard line. On the next play, Blunt gets up to about the original line of scrimmage, but KJ Wright is going to miss the rest of the game with broken ribs. A tough loss for the Seahawks linebacker core. 2nd and 10, Smallwood gets the carry. He takes the right side, makes 1-man miss. 1 man fell down, and he is gone from the 20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, 48 yards for the young running back. This may be the birth of a 2-headed running back monster here in Philadelphia, with Blunt getting a little bit less carries to keep him fresh, and Wendell Smallwood getting more and more opportunities as the season goes on. We'll have to see how this pans out. Eagles lead 7-3. Seattle back on the field from the 27-yard line. Thomas Rawls gets a carry. Says not to be outdone. He makes 1-man miss. A spin. The Eagles defense is just looking lost out here. Sidney Jones chasing him down. He brings him down at the 15-yard line. A gigantic gain for Thomas Rawls. He says, look what I can do. 74 yards on 3 attempts so far. Rawls gets the carry again on 1st down. He's dropped in the backfield. The weakness of the Seattle team is definitely their offensive line. Not really any standout players outside of Justin Britt, their center. Talented skill positions in Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett, Jimmy Graham, Thomas Rawls, and of course Eddie Lacy, the offseason acquisition from Green Bay. 2nd down carry from Rawls gets about 2. Here is the Eagles defense. Graham, Cox, Jernigan, Barnett, the studded defensive line. Bradham and Kendricks outside of Joe Walker making his first career start as middle linebacker. And the secondary of Jenkins, McLeod, Darby, and Sidney Jones. 3rd and 8 from the 13-yard line, around 4:20 left on the clock. Davis drops back. Eagles defense breaks through the line. He managed to scramble out and find our diving Tyler Lockett for the touchdown. Incredible catch there, Tyler Lockett. Great awareness from Austin Davis to make the play with his feet, scrambling outside the pocket and finding an open receiver. Darby was trailing, and Lockett just put on the afterburners, made a great diving catch. 10-7, Seattle. 1st down from the 19, carry goes to Blunt. Takes it up to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2, Wentz takes it from the pistol formation. Little bit of time, pocket starts to collapse. Wentz takes it up the middle. He drops down for a slide at the 37-yard line. 1 carry, 10 yards in the day for Wentz. Jeffrey goes in motion. He finds Jeffrey on the little crossing route. He fumbles it. Ball's loose and is recovered by the Seahawks. Cam Chancellor just laid the boom, and Cliff Averill just went and picked it up. Jeffrey's got to have better awareness than that. He streaks it and just gets dropped by the sledgehammer of a safety. This team is way too talented to turn the ball over to. Rawls gets the carry on first down. He gets brought down by Ronald Darby, staying pat at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 10. Davis drops back. He finds Jimmy Graham. Gain of about 5 on the play. Davis a perfect 8 for 8 so far. 3rd and 4. Davis drops back. Bit of time again. He finds Doug Baldwin, who gets dropped down up at the 26-yard line. First down, Seattle. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Davis has time. Baldwin with the little screen, and he gets brought out of bounds there by Jalen Mills. Great job staying pat and shedding the blocker. Rawls gets the carry, jukes out of the way of Fletcher Cox, and is brought down by Joe Walker. 7 for 81 so far on the day. And that is the end of the first quarter of a very competitive game here, which you'd expect from two 7-4 teams fighting for their playoff lives. We got a good one ahead of us. 3rd and 6, Davis takes a snap from the shotgun. He finds Paul Richardson, who stays in bounds somehow and crosses the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks. They're inching just ahead. You put on that tie, young man. Great catch, great way to stay in bounds. Eagles trail by 10. 1st and 10 from the Eagles 30. Sproles gets the carry and goes absolutely nowhere. Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13. Wentz drops back from the shotgun. He finds Zach Ertz out on the left side. Gain of nothing on the play. 3rd and 13 here from the 27-yard line. Wentz from the shotgun. He drops back and he floats it up to Torrey Smith. Smith makes the catch. He's across the 40, up to the 30. Is anybody going to catch him? He gets brought down at the 15-yard line. What an incredible play there for Carson. Perfect touch pass. 1st and 10 from the 15. Eagles have some momentum. They're flying high. Mac Hollis with the reception brings it up to the 2-yard line. He's brought down just short of the goal line. Wentz drops back. He skies it up for Jeffrey, and Jeffrey makes a great catch behind 2 defenders. Wentz is really showing some great touch on all these passes today. If he would have thrown a bullet, that may have been intercepted. Great job, Carson. Fletcher Cox with a nice wrap up here on 2nd down. 3rd and 13 for the Seahawks. Davis, the quarterback still, of course. He drops back. It is deflected by this Eagles defensive line. Eagles take over again. 1st and 10 from the 31. Blunt gets carried left side. He gets brought down by the linebacker here. He doesn't get much. 4 for 15 so far on the day. 2nd and 7. Handoff goes to Darren Sproles, who takes up to the 2nd level. Tries to make the safety miss, but he brings him down. That's what you expect when you're going against Earl Thomas. Wentz drops back here to 42, and he's brought down by Cliff Averill. A sack so far and a fumble recovery for the standout defensive end. 2nd and 16, handoff goes to Wendell Smallwood. Jeffrey lost the block early, but there is a flag on the play for a face mask penalty against Michael Bennett. He doesn't like that call. 1st and 10 from the 47. Wentz drops back. He has some time. He unleashes one deep for Ertz and is knocked out of his hands. Good pass defense on that play. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Blunt, who takes it. Nice block shed there by the defender. 5-yard gain for the big man. 5 for 20 so far. 4-yard per carry average. 3rd and 5. Wentz drops back. He finds Aguilar, and it is knocked away by a great play by the defense. It is 4th and 5. Eagles will punt. Davis leads the Seahawks back on the field here at the 20-yard line. Handoff goes to Rawls, and he fumbles it. Ball's loose on the ground. Is recovered by the Seahawks. 2nd and 6. Handoff again goes to Rawls, who's brought down by Joe Walker again. Walker's starting to make some plays here at middle linebacker. Something to consider here in the future. 1st and 10. Davis unloads one for Jimmy Graham, who catches it up at the 35-yard line. Great touch on that play. So far, Davis has only thrown 1 incompletion. Up to the 35, pass goes outside to Tyler Lockett. Lockett makes one-man miss. Good block out of bounds there to Darby. Touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett put on the afterburners and just blew the defense away. Eagles take over down 10, 24-14. Pass across the middle goes to Torrey Smith. 2 catches, 67 yards. Nice little average there. Wentz drops back, got some time. 2nd and 2, got to get something. He finds Jeffrey up at the 48-yard line. 7 for 10 today for Wentz so far. 118 and the score to Jeffrey. Single back set with Blunt, 3:17 left on the clock. Blunt goes up the middle, he runs in the back of a lineman. He's stumbling, bumbling, rumbling, and he gets up to the 45-yard line. 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3. Wentz drops back, he finds Nelson Aguilar up at the 30, call it 29-yard line on the play. 1st and 10, Mac Hollis is on the field. They're really starting to get this young man more involved. Nice little run there by Blunt up to the 21-yard line, taking us into the 2-minute warning. Second and 2, handoff goes to Smallwood, takes it up the middle, gets up to the 12-yard line, was brought down by Cam Chancellor. First and 10, Wentz drops back, looking for Hollins. He catches it and is dropped again at the 2-yard line. This man cannot score. He gets close, but he just can't pop it in. False start on the next play by Jason Peters, knocking the Eagles back to the 7-yard line. Handoff goes to Sproles, a pitch. He stretches for the end zone and is knocked out at the 1-yard line. That may have hit the pylon, but there's no official review. Second and goal, and the Eagles call a beautiful play action. Wentz finds a leaping Trey Burton at the end of the end zone. 24-21, Eagles are keeping it close. Under a minute to go, Austin Davis finds Jimmy Graham up the middle for 17. 45 seconds left. Jimmy Graham gets another reception here on the next play, right at the 50. Seahawks are taking some timeouts here. Second and 2, Davis drops back, and he is sacked here by Derek Barnett. The sensational rookie's sensational season continues here. Third and 8, Davis finds Paul Richardson, and he drops it. And that'll take this game into the half. Eagles would get the punt and just kill the clock. 24-21, Seattle has the lead, but these Eagles are keeping it close. Philadelphia starts with the ball at the 27-yard line. Handoff goes to Blunt on the delay. Gets about 2 on the play. 8 for 37 so far for the big fella. Second and 8, Wentz drops back. He finds Jeffrey on a cross-body throw. Dangerous pass. Actually, it is incomplete. That was dropped by Jeffrey. My apologies. Looking for Ertz on third and 8, and that is also knocked away by the linebacker. Wentz needs to settle down. 2 dangerous passes there to start the second half. Handoff goes to Rawls. Takes the right side. Gain of 3. Second and 7, handoff goes to Rawls one more time, runs into his lineman, hurdles over a defender, spins out of somebody, runs right through Darby, and he is off to the races, up at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Sidney Jones in the picture, and he cannot catch him. Touchdown Seattle. They take a 10-point lead here. That is a tough one to swallow there. 10th rushing touchdown of his career for Thomas Rawls. Watching it once more, Fletcher had a nice opportunity, but he fell over. Kendricks jumped and fell over. Darby got run through, and he's off to the races. Eagles are down 10 from the 30-yard line. Smallwood gets the carry, knocks the defender down, says, "Get out of my way." He must be hanging out with Blunt outside of practice, learning how to put the aggression and physicality in the NFL running back position. Nice little pass there to Torrey Smith for 11. Jeffrey in motion, first and 10 from the 46. Wentz drops back, finds Jeffrey across midfield up to the 48-yard line. Second and 3, Wentz drops back. Pressure breaks through. Wentz has a little bit of time. He scrambles, takes it across the 40, the 35, and takes it out of bounds. Wentz making plays with his legs. 2 for 23 on the day. Show him what you're working with. Second and 8, Wentz in the shotgun, sends Sproles outside. A little bit of time. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds Jeffrey again, short of the marker, but he takes it across the 22-yard line. First down. Wentz drops back. Pocket starts to collapse. He finds Ertz up to the 4-yard line on a great tackle there by the Seattle defense. First and goal, Wentz drops back, and he's sacked! Drops back to the 10. Second and goal from the 10. Fake handoff. Screen pass goes to Hollins, and he is dropped for a loss of 2 on the play. They're getting this rookie the ball early and often. It's his 3rd reception so far. Pass to Smith, complete at the 4. He makes one man miss and is dropped down. Eagles will kick a field goal, making it 31-24. Plenty of time left to strike. Seattle takes over the 25-yard line. Airy pass there. Tyler Lockett bobbled it again, and then dropped it. Davis drops back here. Screen pass set up. Rawls makes the catch. Jenkins running backwards. He misses a tackle. Misses another tackle by Darby, and he jukes out of bounds. A potential bonehead mistake there for the running back. Rawls carries it for another first down. He's making these guys look foolish, like they're on ice skates out here. He is slaying this Eagles defense. First and 10 from the 38. Pass goes to Wilson. Nice little reception there for Luke Wilson. 6 yards on the play. Second and 4. Rawls gets the carry again, making more people miss. Darby had a collision with another Eagle. Not sure who that was, but they're both okay. Third and 2. Davis drops back. Pressure gets there. No, it misses. But Brandon Graham's got him in his sights. Another sack after the slow start. This man is up to 11. Making all kinds of freakish plays out there. Eagles take over after a punt. Smallwood takes the right side, and he fumbles it, but he lands on the ball. What a fortunate play there. He must still have favor of coaches. He's still on the field. Wentz drops back. Pocket starts to collapse, looking for Jeffrey, and he catches it. No, he doesn't. Third and 11. Wentz drops back. He finds Nelson Aguilar, who's just short of the first down. Brought down 1 yard short. Eagles would punt, and that would end the quarter. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Graham with a nice 7-yard reception on the play. Third and 3. Davis sees a receiver making a break. Darby intercepts it at the 50. There's no one there. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles. They tie it up. Ronald Darby's making insane plays this season. That is his 5th interception. Davis drops back. One more time, let's look at it. Receiver going. Darby playing possum. Thought he was burned and just turned around. And the Eagles missed the extra point. Eagles are down 1. Doug Peterson is heartbroken. He's like, what can we do against this great team? We're doing everything, but we're still losing. Seattle takes over the 28-yard line. Jimmy Graham makes a nice first down play. 7 yards again. Following somehow 2 false start penalties against Seattle, it is 2nd and 13. Make it 3rd and 8 following the 5-yard rush on the play. Austin Davis gets brought down by Nigel Bradham on the play, and Brandon Graham again. Defense making plays when our backs are up against the wall. Pumphrey on the return takes it near the goal line. Makes one defender miss. He's taken up to the 30. He gets brought down at the 32-yard line. Nice run back, young fella. Blunt gets the first down carry and gets KO'd on the play by the middle linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Wentz drops back, and he's brought down by 2 defenders. Earl Thomas included on the sack. 3rd and 19. Eagles need to keep this drive alive to have a hope. Screen pass outside goes to Sproles, and the running lane instantly closes up, and he's brought out of bounds. Gain of just 2 on the play. Following Eagles punt, Seattle has the ball at the 44-yard line. Rawls has a carry. He breaks it outside up to the 30, 25, 20, and he's dropped down at the 20-yard line. The Seattle running game is vicious. Fletcher Cox, talking about vicious, knocks down Eddie Lacy on the play. First down. Make it 2nd and 12 now. Fletcher Cox breaks through again. He KOs Thomas Rawls. This man is on fire. 3rd and 15. Eagles need to make a stand here. Fletcher Cox breaks through once more. He sheds the running back block, and he made a tackle or sack on 3 straight plays. Fletcher Cox is causing havoc. He's fletching on him out here. Following a Seattle field goal, Eagles have the ball, down 4, with less than 6 minutes to go on the clock. 2nd and 10, Wentz drops back. A little bit of time, pocket stays up. Nice little time. He finds Jeffrey on a comeback route. Gain of 17 on the play. If you remember back to early season, that did not work at all. They finally figured out how to run the comeback route. Smallwood gets the carry in the next play. Gets just 1. Jeffrey goes in motion here, 2nd and 9. They're trying to get separation, and Smallwood gets the catch. Gain of about 5 on the play. 3rd and 5. Eagles find Torrey Smith, who hurdles the defender. He's taken 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Torrey Smith. The Eagles take the lead. Wentz with the perfect drop back. Smith just with the great speed. He hurdles the tackle, and he is gone. Talking about people turning on recently, Torrey Smith's been doing some serious work. 3:23 to go. Eagles are up by 3. Baldwin takes the kickoff, and he breaks it through, and he is gonna take it to the house. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Some miracle. Nothing. No. Touchdown Seattle. Seahawks take the lead again. 91-yard return for Doug Baldwin. They had a wedge set up, and they made an alley. No one could do it. The Eagles ran into each other. That was horrible. Special teams defense for this Eagles team. 1st and 10, 3:06 to go. Wentz trying to make some plays. He finds Aguilar. Gain of, say, 26 on the play. Up to the 41-yard line. Eagles down 4. They need a touchdown. Smallwood with a carry. Gain of, say, 3. Crunch time here for Philly. Wentz drops back, making some plays. And he's... backhanded defense there by the linebacker. Great coverage. 3rd and 7 pass to Jeffrey goes incomplete. I'm at the edge of my seat here. It is 4th and 7. What are the Eagles going to do? Wentz drops back. He's got time. He finds Torrey Smith with a sliding catch. First down, Philly. No huddle handoff goes to Sproles, who gets dropped down for a loss of 1. Eagles trail 4. 2 minutes to go. 2nd 11. Wentz drops back. Insta pass to Ertz, who drops it. He gets laid out and drops the ball. 3rd and 11, receiver stacked on the left side. Pass goes to Zach Ertz. Ertz gets dropped down short of the first down. It is 4th and inches. What are the Eagles going to do? Are they going to punt? Of course not. They're going for it. Handoff goes to Blunt. Blunt takes up the middle. Who gets the first down? Gain of 5. 1st and 10, Eagles. Play action. Wentz drops back. He's looking for Jeffrey. He airs it. It is in his hands, and he gets knocked out. Incomplete pass. That was a sure touchdown. Great defense there from these elite safeties. 2nd and 10, Wentz drops back. Defender in his face. He's intercepted, looking for Hollins. Wentz threw it off his right foot. Nothing was planted. Intercepted by Cam Chancellor. Making plays all over the place today. Bam, bam, Cam. Wentz just threw it, and a great play there by Cam. But there's still hope. Eagles force the punt. It is almost blocked, but it gets through his hands. His hands were like uprights. It falls into the end zone with 3 seconds left. Eagles have one final chance. Watch the replay. It goes through his hands. And it's good! Final chance here. Wentz drops back. Pocket starts to collapse. He's the linebacker in his face. Big disgrace. Throwing it up all over the place. Looking for Jeffrey! And it falls to the turf. Eagles lose a heartbreaker here in Seattle. 41-37. Great game, Seattle. We hope to see you in the playoffs for revenge. Wow, 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 wow. What a game that was, guys. That was incredible. These are the kind of games I play Madden for. I might have gotten kind of mad and screwed on that not blocked punt, but there was a blocked punt, but it wasn't a blocked punt kind of thing. But, I mean, it happens. I don't mind losing. I don't want to win every game. This was so much fun. My palms were sweaty, mom's spaghetti. There's vomit on my floor already. Oh my god-y. What a game. This was so much fun to play. Seattle played great. Even without Russell, that was interesting that Austin Davis had such a good game. That's kind of disappointing. We couldn't bang around their backup quarterback a little bit more, but, you know, it happens. Our defense isn't that good. You know, we shouldn't be able to just shut down even a backup quarterback necessarily. But we made some plays, got a couple sacks. Darby did great with that pick six. We're starting to put things together. We can go into a hostile territory in prime time. Seattle Seahawks are 7-4 team, now 8-4, of course. And we can bang with them right down to the wire. We had the lead, and then we gave up that kick return touchdown that broke our hearts. And would this game have been a little bit different if we didn't shank that extra point? Maybe. It would have only been a 3-point game here at the end, but I don't think the game would have played out any differently. I don't think I would have done anything differently if it was if we had one more point there. But again, a heartbreaker. Well, we'll get better. I really hope you guys stick around and watch this whole thing. It is incredible. I've never had a game this much fun before in Madden. It was an absolute blast. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out here commentating. I'm on the edge of my seat. It was so much fun to rewatch again. Playing it was one thing, but being a fan of myself and of this team and really starting to fall in love with players, this was something special. I'm glad I could share with you. I'm glad I was recording. This kind of game here is why I'm glad I did YouTube. So I will catch you guys next week. We are 7-5. We are going to take on the LA Rams.